Hi everyone, I'm Monarch of Tetris, and welcome to my completely renovated Taiga village in Minecraft. Just like last time, I'll start with a quick flyby so you can see what it looked like before I've made any changes. And voila, here's the completely renovated Taiga village. I'll just start with a quick flyby. This village definitely has the most restricted block palette of any of the villages. It's really just spruce planks, logs, and cobblestone is like 90% of this village. I do like how they use the trap doors on a lot of the buildings, which is pretty cool. But generally, it's kind of just a bit of a bland color palette compared to the other villages. Also, they also have a kind of a boring lamp design, which is just a cobblestone wall with a torch on it. And as far as the meeting points go, this is really the only one. This little fountain. They don't have the market stand type of meeting point that some of the other villages had. And this is meeting point 2. Meeting point 1 for this village is just a bell on the ground with some grass and dirt blocks. So pretty disappointing meeting points. So we'll start on this side with this house here. The house designs in this village are kind of unique. This is like a medium house. So it's got a lower floor. It's a little cramped, but with the bed and crafting table. I like how it uses the double doors. It's pretty neat. And then it has this little staircase that I expanded a bit. It was just 1 block wide. I just made it 2 blocks and also just made it supported to the floor and added some fence posts here. So up here, it's just got a purple bed and a chest with just some random stuff in it. But I like how it's 2-tiered. Makes it pretty cool. Next is this small house. Pretty typical design inside. I won't mention too much unless I made significant changes to these houses. As far as the interior of most of the houses go, they were pretty nice, pretty simple designs. So I like how they look generally. And another small house here. Pretty simple design. I do like this little chair they made using stairs and this is like a pressure plate on each side. Does look pretty funny. I wish they had this more. I think this is the only building that has this little chair design. I wish they put it in more of the houses. So it's a little cute design. Next is this armorer. So a few things this village did, which was kind of unique, is they made some of the workplace buildings completely outside, like this one, where it just has the grindstone in the middle, just covered up by some spruce logs. And I expanded that. I think it cut off at this block here. So I just expanded it so the roof went all the way over the structure. But I think this is pretty cool. It's definitely unique. None of the other villages do this. So I definitely like this design. Next is this other small house. Again, we kind of got double doors, but then a pretty small interior, not enough room to fit too much. Next is this other small house. So it's just got a chest bed. And then I made a little cobblestone chairs with a table in the middle here. They didn't really do this too much in this village, but I just really like this table design. I really wish all the villages would use it. And I do like how this village has the kind of purple and blue theme for their beds. Next is the Fletcher's building. I definitely like how these little flower pots with the trapdoors on them with the poppies. Those are pretty cute looking. So going into this one, pretty simple on the inside, just a fletching block, which you still can't do anything with. And just a table with some purple carpet on it, a couple chairs on the sides. Definitely a nice design building. I like the exposed logs over here on the edges. And just like most times, I made a little firing range out here. I'm pretty sure it's same as the last village, because this village also just uses spruce. There's a wandering trader here for some reason. So this is the shepherd's building. Pretty long. It's got 2 separate entrances. So going in, I like the carpet pattern with the purple and white carpet. I really like how they always have carpet on the shepherd's building. Looks nice. Just got a couple looms in the corner. Then I just added a couple tables here with a chair. And the back has just got the pen, and I added some purple sheep to match the theme. Next is this farm with all the pumpkins on it. Again, I like how they have the trapdoors kind of surrounding the entire thing. I wish you could put more trapdoors in one location so this part could also be covered by it. But I just like how the trapdoors go all the way around the sides. And I like the pumpkins, kind of a disorganized design, but it looks good. So next is the fisherman building. This one kind of generated a little too tall, but I didn't want to have to regenerate it. So it's just got a couple of the barrels on the outside. I just expanded the walkway here, made it 3 blocks instead of just 1. I like how it has this little passageway with the trapdoors. Go in, it has a little pond with the trapdoors too, which looks nice. And just has a little table using the trapdoor too, which is pretty nice actually. I do like this trapdoor table design as well. Not quite as much as the pressure plate. I think like the rivets in it kind of make it look a little strange. But it's still a very nice design for a table. Next is another small house. This one also just very simple, just a couple chairs with a torch. Next is the cartographer's building. This is definitely a pretty building looking from the outside. It's got it's got 2 stories. It's pretty large. It's got a little flower bed, kind of in the 2nd story here. Got 2 walls with torches here, so I definitely like how it looks on the outside. Going in, it's just got the cartographer's block on the 1st floor, and then it had ladders here, but I was actually able to change that into stairs. It looks a little strange, but you're still able to get up it. And then on the 2nd floor, I just added a couple chairs and a table here that you could sit in. And it's just got the chest with like paper and like spyglass in it. Due to how this building was constructed, though, there wasn't enough room to really make a big window like the other ones, which is kind of a shame. But it looks really cool from the outside, at least, so I don't fault it too much. And I like the window designs with the trap doors a lot that they use. So I like that, so I'll keep that over making this like a big window. So this is a really nice larger style house. It's got 2 separate entrances and 2 beds on the inside, 1 purple, 1 blue. So with this one, I expanded the interior a bit. It used to just be 1 block wide, so I expanded this so it's like 2 blocks wide. And you can't really even notice. It doesn't really impact the front facade of the building that much. And I really like how this one just spawns with some bookshelves. Looks really nice and cozy in here. And it's also got the table with the trapdoor design. And I've got a little chairs with table in the middle here for reading. So this is a really nicely designed house. So next is the Mason's building. So this was a little strange. It kind of just spawned with these empty like trapdoor thing here. Maybe there's supposed to be like a grass block with a poppy in it, but I wasn't sure. That's what I would have added, but this is kind of just how it spawned. I wasn't sure what to do with it. Inside is pretty boring. It's just cobblestone with the stone cutter in the middle. So I just added a chair and table in the corner here. It's got like a little potted plant. But there's really not much of a need for a mason village or in this village at all, because all they use is cobblestone, really. They don't have like any special blocks or terracotta or glazed terracotta or diorite. Really nothing like that. So there's not really much need for a mason villager in this village at all. I get why they have one, just so all villages have all the occupations, but this is one of the most unnecessary ones in this village. So next is the library. Again, I really like the exterior of this building with all the trapdoors and this little flower bed at the top, and then 2 more at the bottom. They look really nice, and I really like how the trapdoors look. On the inside, I just added some more carpet here. I think this carpet was white before, or it might have been red, so I changed it to blue to kind of match the theme. Just added a little table here. It's got the lectern and stairs going up to the 2nd floor. It already had this purple carpet up here, which looks really nice, and just the bookshelves in the corner. Could have made these a block taller maybe, but still looks pretty nice. So next, this is a really interesting house. I'm not really sure if it was supposed to generate like this, but the the bottom part of it is generated completely underground, just with like dirt walls and cobblestone floors. Like it didn't even generate with any blocks for the floors or walls, and it was just completely covered in dirt, so I had to basically excavate it. So I did excavate it. I kind of just made it have like completely out of cobblestone. I made the floor out of wood though. Just added the bed, crafting table, little chair. Just got a chest with a bunch of random stuff in it. But now it looks pretty nice and cozy down here. So I'm not sure why it just generated completely covered in encased in dirt. Kind of strange. And it's also got a second floor. So I just expanded the stairs here to make them 2 blocks wide, and just so they went down to the floor as well with the fence posts. Pretty simple up here, just a couple chairs and table, the blue bed. So this is the second armorer building. This one was kind of a strange design. It had the grindstones on the outside, which doesn't really make much sense because there's already that other armorer stand that is completely outside. So I moved the grindstone inside, just made all the walls out of cobblestone, and just had this little table here which looks nice with the trapdoor. But this is a really cramped design, and I'm not really sure why they made the weaponsmith building look like this. All the other weaponsmiths in the other villages use really unique designs using like different type of blocks, like the smooth stone or like the diorite, and they're usually pretty big, and they have like the lava pools in them. But this one does not do that for some reason, so I'm not sure why they went in a completely different direction with the weaponsmith building in this village. I definitely like the other designs a lot more. Next is the toolsmith building, and again, just pretty simple and boring design for the toolsmith, kind of like usual. So it just has the smithing table on the inside, just a chest with some materials inside of it, and I just added a little table here. But again, this is a really kind of just boring design, just like all the other toolsmiths, and this occupation really should just be merged with weaponsmith. So next is the temple. This is the most imposing building in the entire village, the tallest one, like a lot of the temples are. Really like how the windows look on this. They use the old style windows using the fence instead of glass, and they combine it with the trapdoors, which looks really nice. So just like the other tall temple buildings, tried to make this kind of a waypoint, so I added torches to all the sides of the spire here. And I also added a torch here as well. It's got just a couple little lamps out here as well. I like the flower beds on the outside. Those look nice. So on the inside, over here it's got the brewing stand. And I just added a little table with the cobblestone stairs. And it has a chest with some brewing ingredients I added. And it just got some purple carpet over here. Before it just had this poppy, but I decided to add a couple more, so I added a red tulip and then just a red mushroom, just to have a couple of red plants over here. And this is another building that has a ladder in it. So it kind of goes up to this little steeple, I guess. So I just added some chairs and a table here. I couldn't figure out how to way to make this stairs, so they really should just add the ability for villagers to use ladders, since so many villager buildings have ladders in them. It's really silly that the villagers really can't even use ladders to get anywhere. So they can't even access parts of their own buildings. So next is the butcher. So it's just got a little pen on the outside, added some chickens. So going in, this is the only building in this village that uses the smooth stone. So this village just have a little bit. And it's just got the smoker with the chimney on it. But something I liked a lot this village did was they added these kind of faux chimneys with a campfire in them. So it kind of looks like there's like smoke coming out of it, like the chimney is actually being used, which is really unique. So I kind of wish some of the other villages used this design. I do like just having the faux chimney using like the cobblestone wall, but this design takes that a step further with the campfire in the middle, which is really cool. So I wish the other villages used this design as well. Quick tangent. The fisherman building could definitely use this design as well, because I think the fisherman building should just have like a furnace in it, because they need to cook the fish. So they could have used this have like a furnace in it with that fake chimney design with the campfire in it too. But other than that, the butcher building is pretty simple. I do like how they have the trapdoors on the top of the furnace here, and then just have definitely a lot of space here with like the two tables made out of smooth stone. Next is the first armorer building, and like the weaponsmith, this one is one that's just completely outside. So another pretty cool design. Just has the blast furnace just in the middle, surrounded by a bunch of cobblestone with some chairs. I really like how this design looks. And it's just got a little campfire here as well. Then it's got a faux chimney using the cobblestone wall style, which I still think looks pretty nice. And over here is the building version of the armorer. So this one also kind of pretty simple. Just got a chimney just made out of cobblestone. Just a couple blast furnaces, and then I made my armor stand. There's random pieces of armor idea over here. And this one uses the faux chimney with the wall instead of the campfire. Next is this animal pen. Pretty simple design. This is really the only one for this village. I do like how they use trapdoors all around the edges. That does look nice. And it's got like a water trough also using trapdoors. So next is the last house. This one's pretty interesting. It's got a furnace on the inside with a chimney. And it's got the campfire type chimney design with the smoke coming out of it. So pretty nice they made this on a house too. And it's a little bigger, so it has two beds. I like how they have the trapdoors going all the way around the furnace. And this has got some chairs here, so this is a pretty nice design. The last building is a leather worker. I like how this one looks on the outside with the flower beds. So I just kind of moved the inside of this around a little bit. It had the trapdoors like water trough like in the middle here, so I just moved it to the edge. And then put like a chest here just with some, would have some random ingredients in it. Then had enough room to make my like armor stand, random leather armored idea. Then just move the cauldron to the corner and added some tables here where they could lay stuff down to dry after they've dyed them. And that's actually all the changes I made to this village. Well, all the ones to the buildings anyway. I had to destroy a lot of trees in this village. It was just completely overrun with so many spruce trees. So I had to cut down so many of them. And that's kind of a general problem with a lot of the Taiga villages. They just spawn with so many trees because, you know, they spawn in the middle of the forest. So there's so many trees you usually have to cut down. But other than that, I do like this village. It's got a kind of bland color palette, but I do like the trapdoors a lot. But I still do like this village a lot. They've got a lot of cozy designs. I do like the trapdoors, and the kind of bland color palette isn't too much of an issue. Still look nice. I thought they could have incorporated a couple different types of blocks, but I do like all the flower beds. I do like the kind of unique designs a lot of the buildings use. There were a lot of tall buildings. You know, the temple is really tall. A lot of the houses are 2 stories. Some of the work buildings are like pretty like wide, like double wide. So I like some of the designs there are pretty creative. Mojang clearly put a lot of thought into every single village type in this game, and I'm glad there's more than just, you know, the Plains village. I'm glad they have these different villages with a lot of variation in them. Makes it pretty cool to always like stumble across a village and you don't know what type it's going to be necessarily. So I really like doing this series. It was really fun going through and just figuring out what Minecraft was trying to do with the villages in each building, and trying to improve upon the themes, improve the color palette, improving on the designs of the buildings, adding some flourishes and stuff like that. So I really did like this series. I'm not sure what I'll do next. I might do something in Minecraft, but this might just be the end for me, I'm not sure. But I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I enjoyed making them. It was definitely a fun creative project for me. I definitely like doing it a lot. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.